You're listening to Procurement 6, the weekly podcast from the team at Art of Procurement that summarizes this week in procurement in just 6 short segments.
Hi there, I'm Helen Mackenzie and today is Friday, November the 18th, 2022.
6.
It seems there's only one thing on people's mind at the moment, data. Whether it's the UN Secretary-General at COP27 who said that timely and granular data on the sources of emissions is essential, or that pesky CPO asking you for accurate spend data on your category, data is top of mind. And one of the most encouraging things about procurement's very own tech revolution is the potential that data has to make a difference to our impact, to the value we can add, and to business growth. So my tip of the week is to think about how your data is doing. And if it needs a bit of work, check out all the resources we have on the Art of Procurement website for some ideas on how to improve.
5.
Does making a change mean taking all of your stakeholders with you? On the face of it, you think, yes, of course. If I don't have everyone on board, then how can I get this new contract mobilised, or this new procurement system implemented, or my process embedded? I need 100% all in. But it turns out that you don't need all of the people all of the time. You just need to divide things into threes. In this week's podcast, we heard from Tony Uphoff, a growth advisor, tech mentor and turnaround expert who, as CEO, personally drove the effort to transform the 100-year-old business Thomas, which was formerly ThomasNet, into a modern media enterprise that he calls a 125-year-old startup. Let's listen to Tony's advice talking to AOP's Kelly Barner on convincing people to change.
Turnaround specialists talk about a third. I don't know if you've heard of this, but you meet with the company and there's going to be a third of the people that are leaning forward thinking, boy, I've been waiting for someone like Kelly to come in the door. This is fantastic. You got a third of the people that are, not quite sure and they're a little bit reticent, and then a third of the people that are just checked out. So quickly what you've got to do, and I don't mean to be literal about the third, pretty quickly what you've got to do is to determine where's the 2/3 of the employee base where I should focus my energy and attention. Because a mistake turnaround people can make is to focus, because our instincts are, I'm going to convince Tony, I'm going to convince all these people that this is right.
Thanks, Tony. Sounds like a great strategy to deploy.
4.
I love the idea of a procurement ecosystem, don't you? It sounds like something that can evolve and adapt and continue to be relevant to the business. And as we learned in a recent AOP Live, within that ecosystem, every interaction with our stakeholders is key. It's an opportunity to influence their perspectives and decisions and ensure that we can retain their attention. If you're interested in building a successful, scalable digital ecosystem, then check out the Watch Again recording to find out more.
This is Procurement 6 from Art of Procurement. To get notified every time an episode is published, go to artofprocurement.com/subscribe. 3.
This week, the festive season shopping slots for one of the UK's largest supermarkets went live. Customers, including me, patiently queued for over 2 hours to enter the site and get their deliveries for December organised. The site, however, struggled to cope with the demands. When I entered the queue, I was number 166,017th in the queue. And the site didn't always cope with this demand. So some customers took to social media to vent their frustrations and report their intention to move on over to another brand. Customer experience is everything, isn't it? Whether it's B2C or B2B. So how we craft our procurement experience matters. From getting the tech right to ensuring our processes work, every part is key. And where another brand is called Maverick Spend, we know it's going to be important to get that experience right. So check out the Watch Again videos from our recent Mastermind Live event for insight into creating the right procurement experience.
2.
With COP27 still fresh in my mind, I was interested to see Rebecca Helliwell's piece on Vox Media about electric vehicles. Rebecca reports that procurement through bulk buying could be a key driver in the transition to EV. In her piece, Rebecca cites the benefits of bulk purchasing to the buying organisation, the charging network and the process to electrification at scale. As rental companies like Avis and logistic providers like FedEx move to transition their fleets to EV, the future looks extremely positive in this sector. In other news, here in the UK we're suffering from a shortage of eggs due to the increase in cost of feedstuff. Some producers are reporting a 50% increase in price. As the egg supply tightens with the festive period approaching, retailers are limiting the number of units and customers can buy. Managing supply prices in this market will be a key consideration for buyers in the coming months.
1.
Great news! The AOP team is busy planning more content to help you elevate the impact of procurement. We've got AOP live sessions, events starting with digital outcomes and more on our agenda for the coming year. Check out artofprocurement.com/calendar and sign up to our weekly email to keep up to date with what we've got in store for you for 2023.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday at 6 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. If you've enjoyed this pod, help us grow and tell your peers to search for Procurement 6 wherever they get their podcasts.